the cryptic Craigslist listing. In the heart of Los Angeles, where the city's pulsating energy was obscured by the eerie glow of the streetlights, a tale unfolded that would send shivers down the spines of those who dared to tread the dark alleys of the internet. It all began with a simple Craigslist job posting under the enigmatic alias Midnight Employer. In a small apartment on the outskirts of the city lived Emily Turner, a young woman struggling to make ends meet. Desperation pushed her to the classified section, where she stumbled upon an intriguing job opportunity. The post, accompanied by an ominous-looking logo, promised a high-paying position with flexible hours. The catch? No specific job details, only a location and a time to meet, an abandoned warehouse at midnight. Curiosity mixed with anxiety, Emily hesitated but ultimately decided to take the plunge. The city was known for its eccentricities, and this mysterious job listing was just another quirk. Or so she convinced herself. Little did she know that her decision would lead her down a nightmarish rabbit hole. As the clock struck midnight, Emily stood before the looming silhouette of the decrepit warehouse. Its windows shattered, and its walls whispered tales of long-forgotten secrets. The air was thick with anticipation as she cautiously entered, her footsteps echoing ominously in the vast emptiness. In the dim light, she encountered a man who introduced himself as Lenny Dykstra, a name that sent a shiver down her spine. His presence, once that of a baseball legend, now radiated an unsettling aura. He appeared to be amiable at first, explaining the vagueness of the job description as a necessary precaution. Lenny led Emily through a labyrinth of eerie corridors, each step intensifying the feeling that she was entering a realm where reality and nightmare intertwined. The air grew colder as they descended into the bowels of the warehouse, leaving behind any semblance of familiarity. They reached a dimly lit chamber, adorned with cryptic symbols and strange artifacts. Lenny's demeanor shifted, and a sinister grin crept across his face. He revealed the true nature of the job, a ritualistic performance that bordered on the occult. Emily's eyes widened in terror as the realization dawned upon her. She had unwittingly become a pawn in a macabre game. As the ritual commenced, shadows danced on the walls, and whispers echoed in the chamber. Fear paralyzed Emily as Lenny's intentions became clear. A dark pact forged in the heart of the abandoned warehouse. The boundaries between the living and the supernatural blurred, and Emily found herself trapped in a nightmare from which there seemed to be no escape. The events that followed defied the laws of reason. The warehouse pulsated with an otherworldly energy, and Emily's surroundings morphed into a nightmarish tableau. The line between reality and nightmare became indistinguishable as the ritual spiraled into madness. In the midst of the chaos, Emily's only ally emerged from the shadows. A mysterious figure, known only as the Watcher, revealed a clandestine plan to expose Lenny's malevolent machinations. Together, they navigated the treacherous depths of the occult, attempting to unravel the dark forces at play. As the night wore on, the boundaries of sanity crumbled, and Emily faced horrors beyond comprehension. The Watcher, shrouded in enigma, guided her through a series of surreal trials, each more unnerving than the last. The warehouse, once a mundane structure, now housed eldritch horrors that defied the laws of nature. With every passing moment, Emily's grip on reality slipped further away. The veil between the living and the supernatural tore, revealing a realm of nightmares that lurked just beyond the threshold of perception. The warehouse, now a portal to the unknown, beckoned Emily to confront the horrors that awaited her. In the final, chilling moments, Emily stood at the crossroads of her fate. The Watcher, a guardian of secrets, revealed the true purpose of the ritual, a sinister plot to unleash malevolent entities upon the world. Lenny Dykstra, once a sports icon, had become a puppet in a cosmic game that threatened to consume everything in its path. As the echoes of the ritual faded into the abyss, Emily faced a choice that would determine the fate of not just her world, but the very fabric of reality itself. The Watcher, with a cryptic nod, left her standing alone in the now silent warehouse, the air heavy with the weight of unseen horrors. The events of that fateful night remained a haunting mystery, buried in the shadows of Los Angeles. The cryptic Craigslist listing vanished without a trace, leaving behind an unsettling question. Was it a mere nightmare, or a glimpse into the sinister machinations that lurk in the hidden corners of the internet? And so, the tale of Emily Turner and the enigmatic Midnight Employer became a whispered legend, a cautionary tale for those who dared to seek the unknown in the digital abyss. The city's secrets once again swallowed the echoes of a night that defied explanation, leaving only the chilling silence of the abandoned warehouse to tell its cryptic story. The Craigslist Watch. In the heart of Chicago, a city pulsating with life and hidden mysteries, the tale of a seemingly innocent Craigslist transaction unraveled into a chilling narrative that transcended the realms of the ordinary. It all began with an innocuous listing titled Exclusive Apple Watch Limited Edition. Little did the unsuspecting buyer, Jane Thompson, know that this transaction would plunge her into a nightmarish journey. Jane, a tech enthusiast with an insatiable appetite for the latest gadgets, stumbled upon the ad while browsing Craigslist for a deal on an Apple Watch. The listing, adorned with promises of exclusivity and a remarkably low price, seemed too good to pass up. Ignoring the tiny voice of caution in her mind, Jane contacted the seller, a mysterious figure using the alias Time Merchant. The correspondence was swift, conducted in the shadows of the internet, where usernames concealed identities and transactions unfolded in a realm of anonymity. Time Merchant insisted on meeting at an undisclosed location, a deserted warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Despite the ominous nature of the meetup, Jane's desire for the elusive Apple Watch overwhelmed any lingering doubts. As the clock struck midnight, Jane found herself standing before the looming silhouette of the warehouse. The cold wind whispered through the cracks, carrying with it a sense of foreboding. The only illumination came from a flickering streetlight, casting long shadows that danced across the pavement. Time Merchant emerged from the darkness, his features obscured by the dim light. He handed Jane a nondescript box containing the coveted Apple Watch. The transaction, seemingly straightforward, took an eerie turn when Time Merchant uttered cryptic words that sent shivers down Jane's spine. "The watch carries more than time," he whispered, his voice barely audible over the distant hum of the city. With a sense of unease, Jane hurriedly left the desolate warehouse, clutching the mysterious package. The city's skyline loomed in the distance, but the path before her seemed to stretch endlessly into an abyss of uncertainty. As she made her way home, the weight of the watch in her hand seemed to grow, burdened with an invisible heaviness that defied logic. Upon reaching her apartment, Jane eagerly opened the box, revealing the gleaming Apple Watch. However, as the device came to life, its screen displayed not the familiar interface, but a series of unsettling symbols and cryptic messages. A chill ran down Jane's spine as she realized that this was no ordinary smartwatch. Night after night, Jane was plagued by bizarre visions and haunting nightmares. The watch seemed to possess an otherworldly intelligence, manipulating time and space in ways that transcended the laws of physics. As Jane delved deeper into the mystery, she uncovered a dark history surrounding the watch, tales of previous owners who had vanished without a trace, consumed by the sinister power it held. Desperation gripped Jane as she sought answers, reaching out to tech experts, historians, and even mystics in a quest to unravel the enigma of the haunted Apple Watch. Each revelation only deepened the mystery, leading her to question the very fabric of reality. In her pursuit of the truth, Jane discovered a hidden world intertwined with the city's shadows, where ancient forces clashed with modern technology. The Apple Watch, a conduit for the supernatural, became a beacon that attracted the attention of malevolent entities that lurked in the unseen corners of the digital realm. As Jane's journey unfolded, the line between reality and nightmare blurred, and the boundaries of time and space warped around her. The once vibrant city became a labyrinth of secrets, and the haunted watch, a key to unlocking a dimension beyond human comprehension. In the final chapters of this twisted tale, Jane stood at the precipice of a revelation, a truth so profound that it threatened to shatter the very foundation of her existence. The haunted Apple Watch, a relic of dark forces, beckoned her to embrace the unknown, setting the stage for a climax that would echo through the ages. And so, the story of Jane Thompson and the enigmatic time merchant faded into the whispers of the city's secrets, leaving behind an eerie silence that hinted at the unresolved mysteries lurking within the digital shadows. The Web of Deceit. In the quiet suburbs of Seattle, where the rain-soaked streets glistened under the cold glow of streetlights, a tale of deception and terror unfolded. It all began with a seemingly innocuous Craigslist encounter, a virtual labyrinth where trust and anonymity danced on a precarious edge. The unsuspecting protagonist, Jake Anderson, would soon find himself entangled in a web of deceit that transcended the boundaries of the digital world. Jake, a high school student with a penchant for tech and an insatiable curiosity, sought refuge in the vast expanse of the internet. It was in the dimly lit corners of Craigslist that he stumbled upon an intriguing post under the username Mystic Siren. The enigmatic message promised an exclusive club, a secret society of like-minded individuals seeking thrilling experiences beyond the mundane. Intrigued, Jake cautiously reached out to Mystic Siren, only to discover that behind the virtual mask was Sherwin Ingo, a seemingly ordinary man with a sinister agenda. Posing as a woman, Mystic Siren lured Jake into a virtual world of illusions, where the line between reality and fiction blurred into a disconcerting haze. As their online interactions deepened, Mystic Siren skillfully exploited the vulnerability of Jake's teenage curiosity. What began as harmless conversations soon descended into a dark abyss of manipulation, as Sherwin Ngo's twisted intentions revealed themselves in a series of explicit messages. Unbeknownst to Jake, his mother, Susan Anderson, stumbled upon the disturbing exchanges while checking her son's email. Horror and concern gripped her as she realized the danger that lurked in the shadows of the online world. With a determination fueled by maternal instinct, Susan decided to take matters into her own hands and contacted the local police. The investigation that followed unraveled a sinister plot orchestrated by Sherwin Ngo. The web of deceit extended beyond Jake, as authorities discovered a trail of unsuspecting victims who had fallen prey to Mystic Siren's allure. The virtual realm had become a hunting ground for Ngo's dark desires, and his victims were drawn into a chilling dance with a predator lurking behind the pixels and screens. As the police closed in on Mystic Siren's digital trail, the virtual world collided with reality. The unsuspecting victims, their lives disrupted by the sinister puppeteer, faced the harrowing truth that the boundaries between the online and offline worlds were perilously thin. In a tense confrontation, the authorities stormed Sherwin Ngo's residence, revealing a den of secrets concealed behind a facade of normalcy. The dimly lit room, adorned with screens and cables, echoed with the haunting whispers of the victims ensnared in Mystic Siren's trap. The true extent of Sherwin Ngo's deception sent shockwaves through the community. The suburban tranquility shattered as the unsettling truth emerged, that the web of deceit woven by Mystic Siren had ensnared the unsuspecting in a nightmarish game of manipulation. And so, the story of Jake Anderson and the twisted world of Mystic Siren became a cautionary tale for the denizens of the digital realm. The haunting echoes of deception lingered in the quiet suburbs of Seattle, a stark reminder that behind the veil of anonymity, darkness could thrive, and the virtual web could ensnare even the most unsuspecting souls.